Welcome back to the show. If you're new here, I appreciate your subscribe. If you're crew here, let's continue with the vibe. Do remember, sharing is daring to wake someone up out of the matrix. So share this content with those you'd like to see on the other side of this simulation. Now, you know I love it when you hit the like button. Do it for the algorithm. That way I'll grow with them. Now let's make fun of some serious Sheila.
The entire country was just gaslit. Let me explain. Let me start by saying the ones on here that are attacking the people who had predictions for the 8th, I would say y'all are way, way worse than they are. At least they use logic, rationality, and their brain. We're gonna go through a lot of stuff. Notice his Eclipse thing though, 33.3 million at 33,000 reshares. Like I said in my videos, it was a time to repent and y'all failed. At
the 13th hour too.
But what bothers me the most is the massive gaslighting done by the people who run America. The news literally said that there's going to be an earthquake on the 8th. And not just this, but Saturday Night Live ran a skit about an earthquake being on the 8th.
And it's not over yet because we've got the Eclipse earthquake coming up on Monday. As Deborah Ross was telling us, it's going to be a transformative experience.
The news was the one telling you to get food, gas, National Guard was going to be there, and all this other stuff.
Us for an earthquake. Check out SNL last night.
What is this little fool talking about? I want to do a little shimmy shake and try to steal my thunder? Well, what you gonna do when the solar eclipse runs wild on you? You know what? Colin's right, Eclipse. We shouldn't be fighting. We should team up. An earthquake during an eclipse?
And do y'all remember this?
Okay, so we've all been talking about the eclipse happening on April 8th, right? But does anybody remember in 2017 when they said that an eclipse like this would not happen again in our lifetime? Like, I can't remember what the years were, but tell me I'm not the only one that remembers this.
I hate when pretty bitches try to act like they smart. Pick a lane, beautiful and brains. That's a myth. The fuck out of here. You Venus flytrap eyelash having bitch, shut the fuck up.
Tell me I'm not the only one that remembers this.
And on top of all of this, we had NASA warning people not to take videos on their phone camera. Wonder why? Wait, I've seen a lot of things on here. That's not the devil's comment, it was rain. And there are people who recorded multiple portals in the sky. And of course we had these black blurs flying through the screens, and people said, oh no, there are airplanes. Here's the problem, if there's an airplane, you would only see it in your direct area. People all across the world or all across the United States would not see a plane in front of the sun by your area. Just you would. Here's a different one in a completely different state. And I saw a video that had 2 of them going by. They were everywhere. Then Research the Earth put this out a day or 2 or a day before the eclipse. I said in every single one of my videos and lives that nothing would happen on the 8th. Because historically, we see from the evidence that nothing ever happens right when it happens. 1811 was 3 months later, the earthquakes were 4 months. But since y'all are grouping everybody together, especially the ones that just gave you real factual historical evidence, I'm gonna stand up for them and say, y'all are doomed. You will follow the masses wherever they go, even when it's off a cliff. Taiwan, China, a different place in China, Indonesia, and another 6 in Indonesia. There's been big earthquakes all day, and guess what? It's not slowing down. And for the people poking the Christians or even poking at God for saying it's the end times, just know it's God himself that draws in the sky, puts the sun, the moon, the stars, and the wandering stars in the sky, and that's exactly who you're poking at. Y'all better repent. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, and I will repay.
I like those kind of Christians. Then you got these other Christians that's like eating a pork chop sandwich, watching porn, fucking a little kid, and saying, hey, don't take the Lord's name in vain. How dare, shut the fuck up. I hate those Christians. Get the fuck away from me. Why the fuck you niggas didn't evaporate? When is this rapture happening for you niggas? Y'all just, what is it called? Left behind? When the fuck does that happen? I swear these Christian niggas gaslighted everybody. Oh, we're gonna be raptured and you're gonna still be here. Nigga, When? Tired of you niggas, man.
Another thing I just thought about with OJ dying today is that almost his whole defense team, including OJ, has now died from cancer. Shapiro, Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian, Francis Bailey, and now OJ. Robert Kardashian died in 2003 from esophagus cancer. Cochran died in 2004 from brain cancer.
Cock.
Francis Bailey reportedly died from cancer 3 years ago. Robert Shapiro reportedly has colon cancer. And now OJ died today from cancer. That's now 5 people on this side that died from cancer. But the prosecutor's Marcia Clark, she's fine.
No, she got cancer on her lip. I see it right there.
No health issues known. And same thing with the other prosecutor, Chris Darden, no health issues known.
Well, since they all worship the devil, OJ's team was obviously the first ones to go to their Lord and Master first.
Most of us already know the rocks were alive. But many have asked, what exactly were these massive mud fossil titans? Look to the story of Noah. This hidden truth shown to us in Hollywood. Let me know what you think.
We were not stone then, but light. It was not our place to interfere. Yet we chose to try and help mankind.
This is a part of the story, Gumbo. The angels was made of light. So they want you to think that these fallen angels, and the angels can't fall. All angels can do is worship God. Here's another thing I never got about Lucifer. You just a jazz man. You're not even the strongest one. If angels had free will and they could do what they want, why wouldn't the strongest one be like, man, fuck these niggas, I'm ready to be out? Why would the saxophone player be like, hey, yo, man, hey, I'm tired of this shit. We should rebel, brother. Ain't that right, Jack? And the other fucking musicians was like, yeah, fuck that. We don't want to play music for you lames. We're out of here. But I digress. I like how he said it wasn't our place to interfere with man. Like he was trying to help you. Nigga, you was trying to help man. Get the fuck out the way. Cause Lucifer, the saxophone player, this nigga wants to be the head angel. You guys leave it in the comments. I kind of forgot all that stuff when I got out of Sunday school. Honestly, once I got introduced to the world of breasts, I was like, well, Jesus would like if I explored your body. He would want me to. Yo, I said that to a bitch in Sunday school. Oh my God. What the fuck was I thinking? Take your top off. That's what the fuck I was thinking. What you think I was thinking? That's the story, Gumbo. It sounds like the Moors came and civilized Europe. I don't mean to use that term. I just don't have a better one. And all of my FOI and Nation of Islam dudes who follow, hey, brother, yeah, brother, even though I'm not down with this bullshit they're talking about. You kind of can't escape it when you're black unless I go totally Uncle Tom. Hey, man, I don't believe in that shit, guy, okay? You know, but even though they like this story, Gumbo, and they would say the Europeans, they rose up against us after we taught them everything. I don't think it's for you to be arrogant like, yeah, we taught them, brother. And then they wrote, you know, let's help everybody out. And I'm all for helping the pretty women out of their brassieres. I'm all for it. I mean, honestly, what would Jesus do?
The important lessons in life are learned at home from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Look at this, y'all. Look, the road is completely cracked in half. This is in Australia. Now, the weird thing about it is this guy is looking in the water and he sees millions of tiny little fishes. But this is the desert in Australia, y'all. Yeah, the ground is cracked. Check this out, y'all.
Can people see this? Look at this. Look at the amount of fish. That's millions and millions. This is like, where did he come from?
Exactly, he's in the desert. Let me go to sirens.
And this is, they're trying to get up. fish there, look.
Look at the fishes. How do you have fishes in the middle of the desert? Oh man, the water is coming up. They've been telling us to watch. Look at the fish going across. They're going to the other side. Man, everything is changing. Saudi Arabia has changed. Now Australia is going through a change too. Look at all that water. Look at the birds. Look at the birds. And they're going for food. But what is going on, y'all? The road is literally cut. Y'all, it's cracked.
I was told when the flood happened, it wasn't just rain. Also, water came out of the ground. Again, when I heard that, I was like, get the... How do you know? The fuck out of here. Grandpa, whatever. You always saying shit. But maybe he knew a thing or two about a thing or two. Because what the fuck is this?
So yeah, man, things are getting a lot interesting. But do you guys see the changes that the planet is going through? Fishes under the desert? Wow. All I know is Age of Aquarius is not about that talk no more. It's literally showing us what's up. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, share for more videos like this. Keep up with me on my other accounts, especially.
God damn, nigga. I'm thinking he gonna go to the next thing. Okay. Right, Conscious Loose on YouTube, and You Loose on TikTok, Conscious Loose on Facebook. Okay, God, I mean, make your money, but nigga, fucking black people, man.
I got my very first robot, and it's called a Jita Mini. And you know I had to show my professor immediately to get his reaction. And of course, in true engineering fashion, he had to test it out.
Very nice.
And on my way to class, I got stopped a few times.
It's looking cool. What is it?
This is a Jita Mini. You want to test it out?
Yes.
I told him about all the features and how nice it must.
Oh shit. Why did I think when she said, you want to test it out? He said, yeah, I expected the next scene to be of him squatting on it, taking a dump on it, and being like, oh no, this is not a portable toilet? Oh, my bad. Damn. I thought it just went along. Where's the comedy in the world? That would have been great if that would have happened, but whatever.
You need to have something carry your bags for you because those could be heavy. And showed the Bluetooth speakers and the charging port.
Oh, even if he's like, yeah, let me test it out. And he opened it up, he was like, bitch, where's the beer? Oh, this thing fucking sucks. And he like stormed away. He's like, this isn't a mobile cooler, bitch? Oh my God, fucking women. Again, I ask, where is the great comedy of the fucking world?
So Nathan, what do you think about this Jita Mini?
It is.
Oh shit. Look how disappointed he looks. It's like, damn, bitch, there's no wine in here?
A very cool concept, I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, he lied. Yeah, this looks like a very cool concept, I'll tell you that for sure.
And what's your favorite feature about it?
I like that it can keep up with me when depending on my pace.
Talking about pace, I hurried picked up mine to carry to the robotics lab so the other engineers could check it out.
That's nice, sis.
Right?
Yeah, you did a little good.
And after a long day, we headed back home.
Fucking nerds. That right there totally looks like a nigga they was talking about outside the car. They thought he couldn't hear me. Came up, what the fuck you say? What? Huh, bitch? That's what I thought. What's scary about this? That nigga's way too fat to be that young? Damn, that nigga run. God damn, how fat is this nigga? Mom! Mom! He mad slow. The monsters would have been got your chubby ass. Look, he like looked like he wanted to run, but he wasn't finished with his drink. God damn, you greedy bitch. Run. that's terrifying. That's one of the things I like about being black. You can legitimately be scared about like monsters, like the woods. Like I tell people I don't fuck with the ocean. People are like, that's fair. That's fair. Nobody calls you like a bitch ass nigga or anything. But one of the things I hate about being black is everything else you gotta be impervious to. Yeah, fuck the police. I don't want to fuck with the police. Yeah, man, fuck these nah, man, I don't want to fuck with them. Hey, man, I'm gangster. I'm gonna walk through this neighborhood. I'm looking for the fade. I don't want to look for a fight. I don't want to do that. Oh, you's a bitch. But because you say, oh, man, I don't fuck with nature. Everybody looks at you and like, oh, okay, I get it. You don't want to go in the woods. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't want to go cave exploring. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, you don't want to go scuba diving. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't want to go skydiving. You don't want to base jump. Oh, okay, I get it. Stuff like that, people are okay with. That's kind of extreme. But just regular shit, when you be like, hey, man, I don't fuck with squirrels. They be like, squirrels, my nigga? You afraid of squirrels? Black people. Can I be scared of that? Is that okay? An eye under your desk. Nigga, this is a wall. It ain't supposed to be shit over there. Nigga, it's somebody looking at me. This looks like a job for the police. That's why I don't want to say fuck the police. I like the police. When weird shit like this happens, who am I supposed to call? What, I just got to be black and gangster? The fuck out of here.
You mean to tell me that Finnish people would sit down for dinner, look their mother or father dead in the eye, and say, will you grab me a piece of that juicy pussy?
Bitch, why the fuck do you sound so sensuous? A piece of that juicy pussy. What if she did say that to her parents? Oh shit. I can imagine her dad. Kirsten, go to your fucking room. God damn it, I told you it was too soon to let her have an OnlyFans page. Fuck, you fucking never listen to me.
All of this only indicates the entire mob was faked and formed for more reasons. I've always noticed hip-hop glorified the mob image. Violence and drugs were an important social force driving blacks in the same direction.
Not always. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, because you got rap in the 70s, early to mid 80s, and then even in the late 80s when you had the black power rap like PE and people like that was talking about black power. You got Poor Righteous Teachers and YZG Rock thinking of a master plan. Big Daddy Kane was talking this back to the motherland and all this stuff. Or, word to the motherland. So it wasn't always that. It turned into that. So fuck you.
Remember, Death Row Records was one of many psychological operations based on the mob image.
Thank you. It's 'cause it started with Death Row and NWA. But I actually thought NWA was dope. I didn't know it was a psyop, because there is that faction of the black community that deals in crime. It's like that in all communities. I don't know why you guys put so much focus on the black. Only black people do crime. Who the fuck is the mafia? Who were they? I mean, hell, the government was helping them by saying, oh, they don't exist. There is no such thing as the mafia. You niggas are bugging. You trying to gaslight us. There is no mafia. Don't think so? Google it. Matter of fact, I might do a video on that on here, but not everybody in hip hop was on that. But musically, I thought what NWA was bringing to the table was dope, and I still do. All of black culture wasn't that, because I never hear these niggas talking about the Cosby Show that was popping in 84. I only hear these niggas talking about good times and how everybody was living in the goddamn projects and on welfare. But I digress.
No Limit Records was another, an all-military-based label depicting the mob lifestyle, then heavily promoted. It is known that the movie Scarface was loosely based on a 1932 film of the same name, in which the main character, Tony Camont, is inspired by the infamous Al Capone. I think how everyone I knew gravitated and inspired to live a life like Scarface. Al Capone. When I think about MTV Cribs, I remember how almost every rapper displayed a Scarface poster or movie.
Why you skip from 1930s to rap? You don't think 1930s? influenced 1990? Of course not. That's too much math for this Common Core era. I get it.
You see what I got on my favorite movie on Scarface of all time. It's like one of my first movies that I've seen that I can relate to. Like he started from, sort of like where I started from nothing, and he made his way to something. You know what I'm saying? I think I watch that like every time I wake up in the morning. I just throw this on.
What about Rocky? He started from nothing too. Became the fucking heavyweight champ. I swear, man, they interview fucking morons and boost these morons. That's the conspiracy, right? That's the creepy talk. Why are you boosting these morons, parading them in front of the people as if they're our heroes? I just like this nigga's music. I like his money. I don't like him. What the fuck is a Silk the Shocker? Silk don't shock you, nigga. You could tell this asshole never went to science class. That's what I see. How the fuck would you name yourself Silk the Shocker? The fuck out of here, nigga.
Work right here? Beautiful. For the most part, we watching, videos.
This is where it all goes down at, this is the den right here. Tried to give it that whole little movie theater lobby effect.
Take me show you my movie theater.
More gangster shit. More Scarface blast. Tony Montana look.
Nigga the TV, big ball of TV. And look over here, see what movies we.
This is propaganda, cause you know who I never saw on Cribs? Young MC. Who's Young MC? You know the guy that makes that song, Bust a Move. You want it, you got it. That's a fucking classic rap song that's still popping today. Sure, it's the only song he ever made. I mean, but who gives a fuck? It's a classic today. They never talk about that nigga. What about some other niggas that was dope, but just weren't gangsters? What about the Far Side? What about them other Bay niggas, 93 Till Infinity? That's a classic hip-hop song. I never heard them niggas talking about crime. What about the Bush Babies? Nigga, what about Q-Tip, A Tribe Called Quest? I never heard them talking about crime. Not all rap. I promise you, I'm not trying to talk through this shit. It's just like I'm watching the TV and I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, sorry about that.
Al Pacino got to have Scarface in the collection.
Sunday Night Sopranos right in this room.
As of 2022, we now know most of the houses were staged or were not the artist's real house.
We do know that? I didn't know that, but okay. I guess that goes along with what I said about propaganda. Because where's the real rap that everybody listen to? This is just a billboard propaganda rap. Which, to me, it was some good rap music mixed in there. A lot of the stuff is like hip-hop classics that I like driving around listening to. I probably sound like a hypocrite, but I mean, well, what the fuck? We all watch The Sopranos, don't we? Is that about Tony Soprano, the orthodontist, who has nothing to do with the mob? The fuck out of here.
I said, for some reason, I feel like some of them motherfuckers is just renting the house to do that shit. And find out some of them was.
So why did they make it a point to show us Scarface? This type of product placement can be a lot more powerful than we realize. Most artists were repeating the Scarface theme for the cameras, which increases sales, while decreasing your mentality. In the documentary by Def Jam, Origins of a Hip-Hop Classic, the Wu-Tang Clan's member describes Scarface as the Bible of hip-hop.
Nigga, that shit was the fucking Bible.
And the film does take on Tony Montana's epic tale in a biblical sense. Evidence of Scarface's influence is still apparent today, with new rappers romanticizing the mob lifestyle. Mesmerized by the rags to riches storyline, getting money the fast way, we know the government has always placed drugs in the community. They gave us Scarface and the rappers from rich parents promoted it.
It's one of the hottest movies ever made. I watched this movie 63 times.
They put drugs in the community and made us believe we shouldn't tell on the people selling it. They made us believe we shouldn't tell on the man that murdered the girl next door. Follow the G code and leave the criminals in your neighborhood to slowly destroy what's left of it. These Jewish actors such as Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, and John Gotti gave us the culture that we claim is ours. It's time to give it back. Let them keep their prisons.
Drop me off in Harlem. Yeah, good old Harlem. You have your fun under the Harlem sun, so drop me off in Harlem.
Fun fact, this movie is Harlem Nights. Remember that line in the Fugees? Plus I got the cash, yo, let's skip town like Harlem Nights. Ole he, Everybody want to be a cowboy. Grab your gun, boy. Ole he. What about the Fugees? They wasn't on some... They was actually going against all that mafioso crime bullshit. That's all we got for right now. Maybe I'll come back later today with a whole nother one. Stay tuned for some bonus content. Me and my wife kicking it. Shout out to the people in the comments. Like, yo, this shit sound like a butt dial, my nigga. And shout out to other people who was like, yo, this is dope to be a fly on the wall of you guys' conversation. Now I see what you two are talking about. Tune in again. We'll do it again. Well, what about this? What about this? What about this? You know, I went to camp and I didn't know how to swim. You know, famously, black people don't know how to swim. Whatever, you know. And I just was watching the kids swimming. And I didn't know how to swim. And I was just watching them. And then the next year when I started school, I got in the pool and I could swim. And then, you know, the teacher was like, oh my God, you can swim. That's amazing. How'd you do it? I was like, I was just watching some kids and I just did it. What if you could just do that with everything in life? You just watch people and then you can get good at doing something. Like you're just looking at people and you're like, oh, that's how you build a car? And you just make a car. That'd be dope, right? And I'm sure y'all are looking at me like, he must have been watching somebody eating because he was like, how can I be fat? That's all you gotta do? Just don't stop eating? Shit, nigga, I can do that. Watch.
Putting those skills to good use, buddy. Good for you. So I'm proof that anything's possible if you put your mind to it.
They don't give a fuck about me. They don't want to date us wretched ass fucking black women up in here with our weaves. They're not looking at us. They're not concerned with us. They're concerned with women who can handle credit scores. They're concerned with women who know how to fill out a loan application. Like, they're not concerned with us. You know what I'm saying? We're asinine to these niggas who are real grown ass, adult ass men that have like pensions and like know what a stockbroker is. Like, these guys' minds are somewhere else. They're doing the most adult of things. They don't give a fuck about us. You know what I'm saying? They're not concerned about where we're getting our nails done at. So when you're in that professional setting and you start seeing that, you know, like I said, at the insurance company, you notice, oh, these niggas that look like hood niggas, they don't act like the hood niggas. These niggas don't be looking at us like fucking hungry wolves that can't wait to say something. It's like we're invisible. How many times did I walk by this nigga pulling down my cleavage and he still hasn't gave me no eye contact? What the fuck? Is this nigga blind? How can he miss me? I'm the only black girl on the fucking floor. You know what I'm saying? It starts like fucking with your head because your whole ego as a woman is attention from men that you want to get attention from. And you're so used to getting it for free from these low-life niggas that you get around higher caliber men and you're like, oh shit, he is not paying me no goddamn mind. And he is being nice to these other bitches that work in the same office with me. You think as the black woman the difference is I'm black and they're something else. So therefore they just automatically seem more valuable than I am. That's what you tell yourself as the black woman. But that's not really what it is, because those women just come from a different atmosphere, a different environment, where they're not constantly in aggression mode trying to like fight somebody all the goddamn time and proving themselves all the time. They're just being soft, giggly women. That's it. They're just chilling, you know? They're just being easygoing. They're just laughing at jokes. They're not reading into everything that you're saying and doing around them. So they don't have that paranoia on them that a lot of black women have, because, as he said, being black in America in itself is traumatizing. So on top of that, you got struggles, you got daddy issues, you got your mama and them and all the fucking kinfolk at your house, you got no privacy, you got no money, you got no... That's just adding to the stress of being a black person. Like, as if that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? But those of us who are blessed enough to not have grown up in that environment, we understand that even though we're black in America, we're not fucked up in the game. We still have our brains. We still have our personalities. We still have our characters, our spirituality. We still have ways. God gave us tools that we can use to apply ourselves so we can keep ourselves afloat. It's a little harder for us than maybe the other people, but that's okay. That's just part of our struggle, because there's other shit that's hard for them it's just easy for us. It just comes easy to us. Like, for example, me and you, it's easy for us to make friends. If you put us in a room full of people, we're gonna come out of there with some friends. It's easy. You know why? Because people just gravitate towards us. They just like us. We just have likable dispositions. We're just funny. We're just easy to get along with. We're not judging everybody we run into. We're interesting. We have something to talk about, you know?
I heard their mom say beautiful personality is a thing called that.
Yeah, and people actually enjoy us when they're around us. They literally enjoy us like a TV show. Like, oh, that's my favorite show, bitch. We're their favorite show. A lot of people. Like, Aunt Sherry, that's what she didn't want us to leave. I remember when we were little, I swear, Dorothy and I would just put on a show for all of them, just impersonating different people in the family and cracking jokes. And it was like an improv show, and everybody would be cracking up. Like, do this person, do that person. It was the same bit we would do over and over and over again, but they never got tired of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just have personalities like that, where we're like always the center of attention everywhere we go. And to us, that's easy. But some people, they got tons of money. They have crazy business sense, but they don't got a friend in the world. All the money, all the nice things they have, and nobody to share it with. Nobody wants to hang out with them unless they're spending money on them. It doesn't feel like genuine. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what that feels like to be the center of attention. They don't know what it feels like for people to miss them when they're not around. They don't know what it feels like for people to just want to talk to them and they're strangers and they have no reason why they feel drawn to them. They don't know what that feels like, and they see us and they're envious. They wish they could pay money to have that experience in their life. They would trade their money to have that, to have like even having a companion. The fact that me and you've been together for 14 years and like we're still best friends. Most people can't stand their spouse after the third or fourth year. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're stuck with each other and they just stay together, they can't stand each other.
Right.
And like openly walk around looking and acting like it. They be looking irritated with one another.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
People be seeing stuff like that and they be like, man, shit, fuck all this money. That's what I really want. I would be happy if I had that. So for us, that stuff is not a struggle to us, you know? And that's why I don't envy other people, because they have all these things that we wish we had, but we just don't have. Because I'm like, yeah, you got that, like my aunt, you got this big old house, but you lonely in it. You are so lonely. It's a house full of motherfuckers, and you are crazy lonely over here. Your sister lives right up the street in a just as nice of a house. And you niggas barely even see each other. You're like prisoners in your own house. She's a prisoner to her husband, and she's a prisoner to her job and these kids that are grown-ass men. They're all grown. But you got a nice big house. Well, good for you. That's great, but I don't know that I would want to live in a nice house like that, but have that kind of miserable relationships with people and just be bored and lonely all the damn time. But I'm always working, just constantly working and working and working, so everyone around me can benefit from it. What? That's a crazy existence. I was just thinking the other day, like, damn, we haven't gone on a picnic with them. We haven't gone to a restaurant with them. I don't even know when my aunt has time off, because when she does, she's just cooped up in the house because she's so exhausted she don't want to go nowhere, you know? And then she's about to just hightail it back to Korea before the end of the year. And I'm like, that's life? Like, oh my God, what a fucking existence. Then she's going to go back there and be working her tail off, helping my other aunt run that store so she can pay for her husband's medical bills. It's like her whole entire life she spent working and serving people and doing favors for everyone else and just getting older. Like, that's it. That's her life experience. She hasn't even had the impact on her children like how my grandmother has had on her children and grandchildren before she died. My grandmother had way less than these aunts. You know what I'm saying? Way less. But she had more personality than them. So she had a bigger impact, you know?